Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kenos. We are back for Split 7, Set 3, Northern Storm versus White Wolf, and I am joined by Infinite. How you doing, Infinite?
Oh, I am doing great. It has been an exciting night already, and honestly, if you had asked my opinion at the very beginning, I would have said that this was probably going to be the most interesting set, and after last set, I'm not sure that that's true.
Yeah, definitely a lot of drama. If you guys haven't seen that first or that second set of games, or even our first set of games, check them out. Back and forths, 1-1 each. Do you think, Infinite, with these teams that we have here, we will have another 1-1?
Um, I kind of thought that out of the night, this was the one that was most likely to be a 1-1, so I'm hoping that it is. I think that having a week one, every team getting 1-1, especially when it's the commonly top three rated teams versus the commonly bottom three rated teams, that's amazing. That just sets up for a really good, interesting split.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it creates that sense of tension, which is great. Reminder to everyone who may not know what our scoring system is, since these are best of twos, if someone goes 2-0, they end up having 3 points, as opposed to just getting 1 point per. So that's a big advantage if one of these two teams ends up going 2-0 when no one else does. But otherwise, everyone will have 1 point going into week two.
Yeah, and I especially like it being this week if we do get all 1-1s, because this is, in my opinion, probably the hardest week for a lot of these teams. And first week is always super crucial to a team's morale. If you get O2'd, a lot of times that can kind of break the morale of a team. We've seen it tons of times before. So it's just really interesting to see these teams going back and forth and proving that these all of these teams are more balanced than a lot of us thought.
Well, and on the other hand, though, we had a lot of teams last split who said that after they had a really bad 0-2 week, they kind of rallied together and came out stronger. So it can go both ways.
Yeah, absolutely, it can. It definitely can.
All right, so we got some tank bans here coming out of Northern Storm. Not a lot of targets toward Ace so far, which is surprising considering he is back in the mid lane. Do have then Heimer and Seraphine banned for White Wolf.
I think the strategy here is okay. Yeah, so Ace is gonna, well, they're gonna ban away the Anivia because it's pretty safe to say that the other team would have tried to first pick that, I think.
Yeah, Token is not shy about not really enjoying how the bot lane's going right now. So that Lux could even be in the ADC position here. But we will see a lot of flex opportunities for both of these teams. I mean, a lot of flex in general today, honestly. Alright, well, there's the Swain. Swain being the poster child of the LCUS now.
Yeah, especially in the hands of someone like Wishbone. I don't know if Peach plays Swain. I imagine they probably do, but a lot of our supports are really good at Swain. Shout out to Lizabear.
And yeah, I'm not sure if Ace plays Swain, so I'm guessing that Swain isn't going mid. But we'll see. Olaf returns. Good showing in that game one from the last set. Ooh, will the Udyr get locked in?
I'm surprised Olaf is getting picked more than Udyr, because Udyr's stronger and they play somewhat similarly. I mean, I guess not really, because right now the meta is like Phoenix Udyr.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I always felt like they played kind of similar whenever I played those two.
Very surprising to see the Udyr lock in. We did have, during gym class feeders earlier last month, there was a bit of tragedy with Udyr having a strange build, going the Phoenix build but not actually picking Phoenix. So we'll see.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. We were all like, wait, what?
We'll see if this Udyr turns out a little bit more properly built. And of course an Ornn lock in, Ornn very popular. Gonna assume that's top lane. And Scion, alright. So I'm liking these lineups so far. Strong picks for all three roles, but now we'll see what the last bans are. Odds are we'll have ADC bans. Well, maybe we won't. Maybe they'll try to box out Ace now. Get rid of Zareth. Get rid of Zareth. Get rid of Vigar.
Yeah, I think we can expect to see ace bans, and on the other side, it wouldn't surprise me to see like a another support ban thrown Peach's way, or an off-meta pick that they're afraid Token might be playing.
Well, that could be anything.
True.
Alright, so yeah, this is probably going to be a Zareth ban now. Can't imagine it won't be. Unless Slack wants to pick Zareth. Oh, Jin, alright.
It's not a bad ban. Jhin Swain is a very strong combo, so
We'll see what they decide to do to counter into that. Revane has Vayne available, of course. I think they're debating whether to pick the ADC or the... Okay, so they get the Vayne. I think Ace wants to know what he's up against in the mid lane. Don't we all? These last two picks will be interesting. A lot of good support still available.
Zyra. Nope.
Alright, maybe a normal ADC. Normal.
I'm actually kind of... Oh, wow. Well, I was still right about the Zyra, so Lux mid, I guess.
Oh no, misfortune mid. Look out, everyone. Alright, gotta be Zareth, right? Unless he's like gonna do Annie or something.
No, I think Zareth, yeah.
Gotta be Zareth.
Typically, if Ace has a chance to play Anivia, that's who he's going to go. And if he has a chance to play Zareth instead, that's still usually who he's going to go.
Yeah, and that'll be good for Zareth, because Zareth's got that nice range to help keep away from Lux.
Well, I was gonna go then.
Alright. So we got Ornn, Udyr, Lux, Misfortune, and Zyra up against Sion, Olaf, Zareth, Vayne, and Swain. Vayne and Swain. Boy, that'll be fun to say often. So what are your initial impressions here, Infinite, looking at these teams?
Honestly, I can't decide which one I like more. I think that they both have really, really good engaged teams. And so I guess it's which one pulls the trigger first. But the one difference I am seeing is that at least if things start to go south for Great Beard of Odin, that whole split push Scion strategy is still always a thing.
Also, it's worth noting, and I mean, obviously, Great Beard of Odin is now back in his top lane position, but no one banned Akali, which is kind of funny. Just carrying that meme on from last split.
Yeah, no one banned it, and it wasn't picked.
You hate to see it.
I don't think he can complain anymore. It was there.
Yeah, he had the one opportunity. Could have happened, didn't happen. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this bot lane works out. You have Swain, very powerful. Vayne, kind of short range, but Misfortune doesn't have the longest range either. Zyra used to be very commonplace in the LCUS, so it'll be exciting to see her again. Nice area denial coming out of her. Little more durability on White Wolf's side, which I like.
Yeah, I agree they have more durability, but Jesus, look at the team fight that Northern Storm has. The Ornn, Zyra, Misfortune ults all combined, Lux laser to clean up. Like, that's a scary team fight right there.
Yeah, I mean, even just Misfortune and Lux combining their ults.
Yeah.
If you're, I mean, it's a good thing they picked Vayne, I think, because Vayne has at least some of that mobility. If this was someone a little more immobile, like say Misfortune or Jin, I don't know if they'd be able to avoid everything that's going to be coming their way.
That's fair.
I mean, obviously they couldn't pick Misfortune, but you know what I mean. Let's say Ashe then. So that'll be interesting to see how on the ball Ravane is. Um, I'll just keep start saying Bane, whatever. Uh, and then Cyan Ornn top, two big boys smacking each other for a while. Um, haven't seen Greatbeard of Odin top in a while, especially as Scion, so that'll be exciting. Um, and then this jungle. Do you think we're going to be seeing a more aggressive opening with the jungle, or do you think they'll be a little more passive?
I think that I mean, they both picked aggressive style junglers, so I'll be disappointed if they don't play on that. It's also worth, like, it's kind of interesting to note that the teams honestly look very similar. Like, you have your like you pointed out, kind of tankier top lanes that aren't really going to do a whole lot. You have your chase down junglers. You have your poke champions with Lux and Xerath. And then really the only difference I really see between these two teams is in the bot lane.
Well, I mean, we'll see. Bot lane has been a factor so far today. A lot of people in chat cheering for Northern Storm. I'm assuming part of that is Peach's fan club. But we will see heading into skin selection. Crystal Rose Swain, interesting. No Olaf skin.
Crystal
Ooh.
Rose Zyra as well.
From long loads to no loads. I'm not sure that I can even process the skin. I think I'm going to have to go with White Wolf just because they have Mecha Scion.
I think I'm just gonna go tie because the two opposing teams' supports are matching each other, and I really like that.
None of my hotkeys are... Oh, that's why. Hang on, everyone. I need to fix this. Put this over here, do this. Now, there we go. Sorry, everyone. Riot, please fix everything.
Yeah, okay.
Little poking early, nothing too cataclysmic. And of course we have the duck. Down here hanging out by Swain. Swain's like, no, ravens only. The duck's like, oh come on, I'm tough. Maybe
I'm
next
kinda
time, duck.
surprised we didn't really see any like crazy invades. We saw one team try and then immediately get spotted out tonight, but other than that, it's been pretty passive.
Well, I don't think the teams are necessarily that comfortable yet. They don't know, you know, the mannerisms of their other team, so they kind of got to feel each other out first. So, we'll see what happens as the weeks move on. Alright, so early aggression is what we're looking for here from these jungles. See how these lanes want to play it as well. That Zyra's skin is decided to white out on your monitors. Very overexposed, but whatever. Meanwhile, Swain's going to prom or something.
Were they the only two that got the what was that, Crystal Rose?
I think there was at least one or two others.
They do look like nice skins though. I like them.
It must be what Swain puts on when he wants to pretend that he isn't a dictator.
I would say a monster.
He's not a monster.
Okay,
Noxus is
alright.
misunderstood.
Yeah. Is it?
Yes,
Actually,
it
it kind of is. It kind of is, actually. I agree with that.
Alright, so we got both junglers are level 3 right now. So no early level craziness just yet. Let's see what they decide to do here. Wasn't opposite side jungles this time either, so... Ooh, Wishbone being a little aggressive there, taking most of his health and damage as a result. Or a portion of it. And the big boys with their big hammers just kind of walking back and forth.
Peach going for the dive.
Oop.
Yeah, that was not a good call.
Missed the dive there because we're watching up here up top. Will Jester and the Day end up locking down this Scion? Good flash from Odin, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. 1 or 2 more hits. Oh. Can he get back into it, though? Good job by Bidet slowing him down.
Yeah.
Alright, so 1 for 1 here. But getting that gold on the vein early is dangerous.
Agreed, especially against the or with the Swain combo down there. That lane becomes really scary if they get ahead.
Yeah, seeing Swain get a little more fueled up is rough. Jester is once again back up here. Bully Great Beard of Odin 24/7 plan. Just that go-to stun is so rough when you're up against an Udyr. Good turnaround though.
Olaf is in position to counter gank at the bottom side, and they're definitely pushed up enough for him to do it, so...
A lot of pings, not sure who was doing it. Vision of Empire lands. Now they head back too quickly here. Oh, good little pull there, though, up against the wall. And Vayne now 2-0.
Peach, you may have the fan club, but they need to be sending you some more energy right now.
Or some more durability. More hit points.
Yeah.
Subscribe so we can send Princess Peach some hit points. Not actually how it works, but it'd be nice if it is. Alright. But I mean, other than dying twice, Token's doing a good job with the CS lead. So keeping at least that momentum up, but that first blood gold is also just kind of piling on there and giving Vayne that edge. I'm surprised Greatbeard of Odin isn't putting down more wards. You'd think after getting bullied twice in a row he'd put down a ward in one of his brushes, but he's just kind of hanging back by turret instead.
Yeah. That is kind of confusing because we definitely know he's a good enough player to not make a mistake like that.
I'm guessing his logic is just that if he, stays on his half of the top lane, he won't be in trouble, but we'll see if that comes back to bite him or not. We do have Mixlink coming around here. Is he invading? Oh, he's just putting a ward down. Ace and Slack in the mid lane here. Ace down 10 CS. Neither of them has gone back yet. Did have a burned Lux Flash, though. Both very low on mana, which is kind of funny. Oh, Slack is so close to... Okay, he does spot the control ward. For a second there, I thought he'd ignore it. Alright, looks like there's some posturing for Dragon here. No ward here anymore, but Olaf is going to see this. Can Mixlink get involved at all? Oh! Right away, Ace with the Xerath just bombarding Jester here. Couple of good hits, actually. Jester's very low. Looks like there is going to be teleport blown here. Slack is also taken very low. Looks like everyone should get away. But the sudden 5-man in the bot lane.
Yeah, they did have to use some resources to make sure they got that, which means Scion finally gets to free farm top lane a little bit and get that pushed in. We have Fabulous Mixer rolling eyes saying that they're not a fan club, they're supportive friends. Why not both? Yeah. What are supportive friends if not your fan club? Exactly. I don't know why you took offense to that. I would love to have supportive friends be a fan club.
Alright, Greatbeard of Odin really doing well in the CS despite having died. Up 300 gold. Obviously the Ornn going on the business trip to Dragon helped quite a bit. Bot lane still a 400 gold difference between the ADCs. Ace did manage to catch up a little bit on CS, but still down 5. We have Mixlink possibly spotted by Ornn there, but it doesn't seem like Ornn wants to get involved with that right now. Oh, good stun there by Ace. Good sidestep as well. His ult is not available, unfortunately. Otherwise, he could probably pick Slack off.
I was actually just about to make a comment about how good Slack was doing at dodging all of the Xerath abilities, and then that immediately ended.
I guarantee that sequence is how Slack had to use his flash last time. But definitely getting his advantage from his abilities. Keep himself alive. Apologies to everyone if you hear my cat in the background. If you do, put a cat in chat, let me know. I'm surprised we haven't seen Udyr more in the top lane. It was definitely an advantage that they seem to be trying to exploit, but hasn't shown up since that second attempt didn't work out. And here comes Olaf. Can Mixlink get something done here? Ornn does have that nice disengage dash, though.
Yeah, let's say he wasn't far enough up.
Man, Ornn really does have everything, doesn't he?
Kinda. Even in a meta where he's not like super amazing, he's still a very good viable pick.
I mean, I think that you know, just gotta give him Jace's rifle and he'll be all set. Just be for the champ who has everything, Jace's hammer. Alright, so we have a rotation over here to get the Herald. Should work out pretty well for him. No one seems to be contesting. We do have Slack noting that Ace is missing. I would think when both the top and mid lane are missing, you kind of know where they went. But
Yeah, typically it's a pretty easy guess, especially if there's only one objective on the map.
But we will see how they decide to use the Herald. A couple of pokes there in the mid lane. Bot lane is getting pushed again. It was a dive last time, it didn't quite work out. Udyr is mid, top lane kind of bonking each other.
I don't know if anyone else just saw that almost half HP burst damage that the Swain just took.
We were fortunate enough to miss it, so we're not terrified. Wishbone smashing flowers down here in the bot lane. Classic Swain. Ooh, good vision to Empire.
Yep, they knew that they were there.
What are his birds? Are they like little doves or something? Gonna need to get a closer look at that at some point. Jester once again just kind of roaming around. He hasn't shown up much. Neither jungler really has. Obviously not a lot of good openings right now for either jungler. So yeah, not as violent of a first game as we've seen earlier today.
Yeah, definitely a more passive one in comparison to the others of the night.
But we have second dragon coming up, and this could be another one that Northern Storm can pick up somewhat easily. We do have the Rift Herald summoned. Oh, big go in there. Ace has to flash, and it still may not be enough. Massive misfortune ult. Really poorly timed Herald happened right alongside a big rotation.
Only
And
that,
just like
but,
that, 2 more kills.
Yeah, Northern Storm just demonstrated how those 3 ults together can just be an entire team wipe if you get caught in it.
And even if it's not a team wipe, it's asset denial. And I mean, that's sometimes even more dangerous. If you have something like, you know, a Baron push or a dragon pit especially, all those ults going into a dragon pit, that's going to be very hard to survive. So alright, Northern Storm, 2 dragons, a 700 gold lead. Ace trying to poke down this last turret, but he's about to get hit by Slack and the day.
I really like what we saw Northern Storm do there, though. They got the dragon, they realized a lot of the team was dead, others had to back, and they said, you know what, let's take the entire jungle from them before we leave.
And I mean, that's a good way to do it. You take the advantage you have and you expand on it. Both junglers may meet here. Can Mix steal red before Udyr runs into him? Udyr must know that red is available. Mix is a full level and a half under him at this point. Does have Smite available. Does take it. Run! Blast cones out. Very nice.
Oh, man. If he had gotten caught there, I think that was a kill for Udyr. So
Oh,
that
yeah.
was, that was nerve-wracking.
All right, and now we have a little bit of a push down in the bot lane as well, but easily cleaned up. Very passive bot lane. I mean, obviously Vayne's got the 2 kills, but ever since then it's been very quiet. As we were saying earlier, there is no pleasing chat. Chat saying they want the tempo from match 2 back. Not every game can be rapid-paced excitement, guys. Alright, Peach caught a little bit here. Good job with the ult. Swain gets hit, but good job by Xerath. They do manage to pick off again. And Token gets nabbed by Ace as well. I think Comet might have been a factor there. Slack, you showed up late to the party, man. Gotta look out. Swain, stopwatch overpowered. Call your congressman.
Good flash out from Slack there, but honestly, that was just a bad call to try to go in my opinion.
Oh, Mixlink, you're pushing yourself too hard. You can't go in like that. And Hype Train gets away with the Scion. You gotta look out, Slack. Just you can't go in on a Xerath either.
Ooh, maybe they can. Oh my gosh.
Mixlink gets out with how many health is that? 15 or less.
Yeah, it was right at like 15.
He's regenerating 7 health a second. I think it might have even been 8 health.
Yeah.
So Great Breed of Odin Hype Trains down to mid lane and gets the first turret. Good game sense there by Great Breed of Odin on the Scion. Most people would have run away and then like maybe backed or something, but he was like, hey, this mid lane is pushed, let's get the turret. So we will see if he can even push a little more into this turret here. Might get another hit or two.
It's also worth noting that even though there's a 2 dragon difference, tower difference, kills are pretty similar, the gold is almost exactly even. Like, it is very close.
Okay, yeah, that's like some kind of parrot. Dove parrot thing. Interesting.
You know, I've yet to actually see this a single time. I'm never looking whenever they're actually being shown, so I've missed it ever you've commented.
Well, you just gotta look around Swain enough. There's one in by the brush right now, 2 of them actually.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see it.
Yeah, thanks for the sub, Fabulous Mixer. Happy to have you.
It's a pretty bird. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously fits with him, but maybe not fits with him thematically. Uses his magic to make all his crows white and less intimidating. Oh,
That way it's misleading.
good double snare there. Very nice. I don't really feel like Ace and Mixlink should be hanging out here. Does have Wishbone and Vayne here to hang on with. Good little snare there. Here comes the Forge God. This could be a 3-person knockup. Gets 2 of them. Swain deleted right away. Wishbone in a lot of trouble. Good stun there. Jester gets knocked back, so Vayne can escape. Xerath here to support. Odin is here as well. Odin's ult is available, so there is some turnaround potential here. Jester's got to dance like no one's ever danced before. Ace decides to turn on Slack instead, but there is no 5th shot.
Can we just point out how quick Udyr already is? My lord.
Yeah, I mean, that movement speed is insane. We do have the Scion ult missing, unfortunately. Ulted one angle too far. Could have adjusted a little bit there. Good flash to get out of danger from Mixlink. Will White Wolf take the dragon here, or try to? I think that could be a mistake with, yeah, especially Mixlink's going to go down here. I was going to say, the utility options that Northern Storm has available, that would seem to be an error. The day trying to cut off here. Forge God is actually almost back already. What a short cooldown on that. Only 97 seconds. 3 dragons for Northern Storm.
So both teams right now are playing really well, but it just seems like Northern Storm is clicking so much better. One of them gets a snare, or one of them makes a call to move in, and the whole team responds instantly, and we're not quite seeing that from White Wolf yet. There's a lot more hesitation, and frankly, they're kind of missing a lot of their abilities. Not to flame too hard, but I don't know if I've seen Scion land a super impactful ult yet this entire game.
Well, he's only used ult 1 or 2 times anyway.
I mean, I've seen it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it at least 3 times, and 2 of them were like for mostly disengage, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there has been a lot of disengage there. I think the main concern, another big shot down here, does manage to get a knock up on Vayne. Can Vayne get away? Good stun. Lots of stun actually on Vayne here. Gotta look at that. Udyr's go-to stun is so impactful.
Yeah, especially when he can just zoom around the map at the speed that Quinn normally does while in ult. Like, you're just not getting away from that.
I think, anyway, what I was going to say, the big issue that I'm seeing White Wolf have, as Ace dies as well, and this kind of illustrates my point, there's a lot more roaming coming out of Northern Storm here. It feels like White Wolf is still very constricted to the lanes that they're in. We aren't seeing, like, you know, I mean, obviously now Swain and Vayne are coming mid, but I mean, we haven't really seen the teams kind of moving around a lot yet.
Yeah, I agree with that, and also, like, Slackosaurus Rex has landed almost every single Q he's thrown this entire game. His snares have been so on point. Warren has also had, like, amazing ults every single time, so I think at the moment they're just performing better with their abilities.
About a 2.5 goal lead right now. 3 dragons, no turrets yet, but that can change. This mid turret is not looking very healthy. Mixlink is going to run head first into Jester here. Will he get any support? No, looks like he doesn't want to engage so close to 3 other members of White Wolf.
Probably a good call.
Would like to see more wards from both teams as well. Oh, now there's a bit of a more of a skirmish here. Scion comes back in, just once again more of a disengaged situation. Another big Ornn ult, gets the Olaf, gets the Swain. Swain ult. We have the Scion forward. Once again, area denial. That token ult, so huge. Ace too far forward. Was dueling Slackosaurus and got shot in the back.
Yeah, I agree with your earlier statement. This Northern Storm team is just rotating. They're moving together so well. They're getting, as soon as someone comes out of place or steps out of place, they're just immediately picking them off and predicting where other players like Ace are going to move to and then getting them right afterwards.
They also have a lot better on the playmaking side in terms of abilities that help them initiate. You've just got the Bear Man running head first in and smacking somebody. Hey, stun on a good player. And you've got the Ornn ult that has just been crushing it every time, like you said before.
Yeah, honestly, I think White Wolf at this point needs to realize that Northern Storm is playing extremely aggressive, as they should be. They have the lead. So bait out some of these abilities. And a few of them keep doing it. We notice like Ace tends to not get caught in the very beginning of a team fight. but there's always someone who is caught and immediately gets deleted. It's been Wishbone quite a few times, immediately having to pop swing ult, and then they just CC her down before really anything else can happen.
Quick note to chat asking for cashed in predictions and new predictions. The people who are running the predictions are in the game right now. So I don't know how to help you there.
That's unfortunate.
So here we go. We got Dragon 14 seconds. This is the first one that it really feels like White Wolf has been around for. They're all 5 of them are here. All 5 are in a strong position. We do have a pincer move coming here from Bidet. Got to look out for that. Ornn ult is available. I think every single notable ult is available or will be available in the next couple of seconds. So this could be a big decider for the game. We do have Udyr in the pit already. Here comes the Ornn ult. Might be a little preemptive. Oh, it actually misses everyone. This is the best chance that White Wolf is going to get. Here we go. Jester is taken very low to start off with. Sexy Bidet is also in a lot of trouble. Bidet actually does manage to take out Vayne, though. Mixlink takes out Slackosaurus. Where is the Zilean ult coming from? Zilean bombarding Princess Peach, does manage to take him out. Here comes more damage onto Bidet, but there goes the Swain. Can Grey Beard of Odin 3-on-1. It doesn't look like it. Ace is going back in. Big damage out there. Big stun as well. So that is a 3 for 2 right now. I think Ace and Odin can take this. As long as Odin stays in front. Upchester turns back around. Ace is there as well. Does land 1 stun. Oh, shuts down the Misfortune, but Odin is so low.
They need to keep fighting here now that Scion's already dead. But
run away from the rampaging robot. Alright, so that was a very exciting back and forth there.
yeah, well, we're gonna get another one because White Wolf has to stay here. They have to come immediately back and just reset for the same thing.
Yeah, if I were Ace, I actually think I might have gone back. You saw the other team running, your allies were all kind of respawned, and you're half health, half mana. That's not going to do too much. Oh!
Oh my gosh, what a steal.
And now the turnaround's going to be huge. Wishbone's in a lot of trouble, is going to get taken out. But here comes the Scion. Forge God barely clips Ace. Hit by the Lux as well. Double kill.
Slackosaurus has been dominating this game.
Lux is gonna Lux. What do you want?
I mean, Xerath has more range and typically is a safer pick than Lux, but
This is where
slapping on this Lux.
This is where I marvel at the 35-second cooldown on her ult. I mean, what is that? What is that? Someone explain this to me.
A little ridiculous.
Oh, what do you do, Lux? Oh, I do 653 magic damage every 35 seconds. That's fine. That's cool.
So it's definitely more than that because she's gonna land that stun beforehand, then also her passive. So
for sure. And I'm sure, you know, there's items affecting her cooldown and stuff also, but you know, we're just ballparking it.
okay, so like 1,000 every 30 seconds. Like.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that seems reasonable. Scion's got 3,200 health, so, you know, he can live 90 seconds. Oh, amazing catch on Ace there. $8.5 gold lead here for Northern Storm. They seem to just be rolling here. We'll see if they're able to get anything out of it. I mean, I was going to say in theory, you know, if they manage to last long enough that Vayne can hyper carry, but there's too much CC, I think. We'll see, though.
I'm not really sure which one of these teams is stronger once you get to the really late stages, because both teams have really good scaling. But regardless of how good your scaling is, Northern Storm's team fight's never going to get worse. So
yeah, I mean, there was a bit of... I'd be interested to see how a team fight goes when everyone's kind of all there, you know? A lot of these fights seem to have kind of been kind of chaotic. That fight at the Dragon Pit had, you know, Ornn running off into the jungle. Zillion hanging back by turret and just using... Or not Zillion, Xerath. Going back by the turret and just using his superior range. I don't know. But we will see. Baron is up in 15 seconds. That could be a big flashpoint for this game.
Agreed. I don't think this game's over by any means, but I don't know, I kind of want to go back to what I said about the Olaf pick. Like, I kind of think that set the pace for this entire game. I don't think, because Olaf just received a good amount of nerfs, and you picked that really early when, as I said, there's another champ that's pretty similar in play.
Not only standing in a ward, but standing in all the ultimates. Great Beard of Odin taking on a 5-on-1 almost in this situation. Ace and Vayne trying to stand behind him, does manage to take out the Ornn. Can they get anybody else? Oh, there goes the Olaf. Great knockup from Great Beard of Odin here. Unfortunately, Ace and Vayne are on the run. Can Odin pick up anybody else? It doesn't look like it. Ace does manage to take out Token, but now Ace has been captured. And just like that, it's a 2 for 4. And it looks like there could just be a push to maybe win here, actually. Mixlink and Wishbone will be up soon. They aren't the big threats here. Well, maybe they'll just get the inhibitor and leave. But no matter what happens, I bet the Observer client will freeze before we see it.
That's probably true. Does look like the call is to just take inhib, back off, and go straight for Baron.
Seems like a good idea.
Probably enough to end the game with, I'd say.
Well, we'll see. The gold lead is 9k right now, so that is definitely in the danger zone territory. But I think that we were seeing at the very least some of what this team can... Well, now that Olaf got caught, maybe not. We were seeing maybe sort of some of what this team can do for White Wolf, if only because... Oh, that looked like a steal! Want to see the frame by frame on that. Well, with 2 members of their team dead, then yeah, this should be the end. Assuming they don't 9 lives it and decide to play with their food.
A lot of moves out of desperation, it seemed, right there.
Oh,
trying
for sure.
to steal to maybe give them a chance, but...
We were seeing anyway, what I was trying to say before the game ends is we were seeing a lot of that survivability that Sion was bringing to the table in that fight in the jungle. He was, like I said, he was standing up against all 5 members of the team for a good moment because he's got an absurd amount of bonus health right now. It's just that, you know, one Uber tank can't quite do everything. Almost gets Slackosaurus. We'll probably chase him down just to make a point. Well done, Sion. And now this should be the end of Game 1. Very strong showing for Northern Storm here. And will the client freeze on us? Yes, it will.
Yeah, it will. Right at the end.
But we did manage to get out. Good. At least I did.
Yeah, the continue button at least popped up for us this time.
Alright. Allegedly graphs aren't working, but I'm going to try. Big damage from that Lux, like you said. Both mid laners doing a very good job. Yeah, this... Why does clicking one checkmark lead to different checkmarks? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's try something else here, Vision.
Look at that crowd control score, though, from Lux here. 50 versus 25 from the Xerath.
Somehow I don't think Vayne got... Okay, let's try this somewhere else here. Okay, so here's the vision score, as far as I can tell. Not great vision score to this game. Is there a... Which tab is the CC score under? Is there one?
I don't know that it has one for graphs, but under stats, it's the 4th one that it shows. I don't think it shows it in graphs, though.
Oh, there we are. Very nice. Yeah, a lot of crowd control coming out of this team for sure. That's probably my new favorite score now that I know it exists. All right. So dominant performance, strong early game for both sides, but unfortunately not able to maintain that. Um, so it'll be up to White Wolf to see if we can keep the 1-1 score going, or will Northern Storm be our dominant team heading into week 2? Last game of the night, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.